What took him so long? Radical Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg finally dropping the bogus second-degree murder charge against that hardworking bodega clerk who was acting in self-defense when he stabbed a career criminal felon who attacked him over the price of a bag of chips. New York City Mayor Eric Adams celebrating the news while sounding off on the crime wave.
I think in this case, we had an innocent, hardworking New Yorker that was doing his job, and someone was extremely aggressive towards him. And I believe that after the DA's review, the DA, in my opinion, made the right decision. The goal is this continuous battle of making sure dangerous people that are arrested are prosecuted, go through the criminal justice system, and off our streets. We continually have this catch, release, repeat mindset. We got to get that under control.
Being able to defend yourself against criminals in liberal cities taking on more urgency, especially with these headlines. NYPD data show major crime in the Big Apple up a whopping 37% over the last year. As violent crime in Chicago soared, arrests fell to historic lows. I think that, Judge, can't the mayor be a little bit more, to use his words, aggressive when it comes to kind of taking shots at the DA?
You know, this mayor, I've said it before, he's all talk. And for a guy who's actually walked the walk as a police captain, he's all talk. He's all hat and no cattle or whatever. This is a guy, what did you say?
I disagree.
I don't care.
Saw that coming.
Okay, let me explain something to you. I was a prosecutor and a judge for more than 3 decades. This is the kind of behavior that can be stopped. You've got a DA who's a half-wit. It takes him 3 weeks to figure this out. It's all on video. You've got a career criminal gangbanger who is limiting a guy in terms of his area, which that confinement in itself allows a guy to use a certain amount of defense. He's half his age and twice as strong. The defendant in this case, the owner says, look, I want no trouble, Poppy. He reasonably believed that his life was in danger, and he stabbed him. Period. End of the story. It's on video. My concern is for all those people, all those bodega owners and mom and pop stores that don't have videos, that don't have the ability to get the city behind them, to get Fox News behind them, to get Jesse Waters behind them. They don't have that. But we're going to give illegals phones. We're going to fly them all over the country. We're going to make sure they got education, medication, and everything else. We ought to take care of ourselves first. And that's the sad part. Now, when this mayor talks about catch, release, we got to change the mindset. Mayor, get your butt over to Albany. Take down Governor Hochul. Take down Andrea Stewart-Cousins and Carl Heastie and tell them if you don't stop this catch and release, which is usually a border term, but it's what's going on with criminals, then you're going to break from the Democratic ideology. You are a Democrat politician because you will not break from that. This is about releasing them on jail and everybody else being a victim. And I'm done.
Maybe you can answer the judge's question. Why did it take the DA so long to drop these charges?
Well, I am absolutely a critic of this district attorney, just as I am an advocate of this mayor, Eric Adams. I believe that he is doing the right thing, saying all the right things. He's tireless. He's going everywhere. He was early on this. He knew that that was self-defense even before the district attorney did. The district attorney, in his own defense, says he did not see the video before they charged attempted murder, or murder 2, rather, in this particular case. Listen, you know, New York is a great big machine, 8 million people. It takes a while to change these trends. We had de Blasio for 8 years. We had the worst possible leadership, hands off, the rights of the defendant paramount. Don't put him in Rikers Island. It's too arduous. It's too draconian in there. New York is coming around. New York is coming around. This was a self-defense case. So no one disputes that now. It was, as the judge says, in reasonable belief that, he needed to use force to save his own life. And I think that as gruesome as it is, let this be an example that the bodegas are now going to fight back. Not only are they going to fight back, But the city administration is going to be behind them. The neighborhood watchers are going to be behind them. The other bodega owners are going to be behind them. The community itself will reject the notion that these thieves, these arrogant, entitled thieves, can have free reign.
Well, Geraldo mentioned the DA said that he didn't even look at the video before charging the guy with murder, Dana. Why rush a charge? Why not just wait until you have all the evidence collected and then make a charging decision?
This is a good outcome today. This is justice today, but it was really delayed. And that is almost to be then denied, because not only did they charge him with second-degree murder, they took him straight to Rikers.
Yeah.
They took him to Rikers prison, and his stab wounds from the girlfriend, who still did not get charged, then they got infected. And this is a guy who's now, where does he get his apology? And also, thank goodness for the New York Post, Fox News, and retired NYPD Inspector Paul Morrow wrote a piece for FoxNews.com that really helped lay it all out. We all drove on this. Where was AOC?
Yeah, good point.
Where were any of the New York local... Where was Chuck Schumer? Did you ever hear from him? I don't think so. Where was the New York Times? And this is supposed to be your city. You're the ones that are that want to see everybody come back to work. You want to see the city flourish? Then you have to start figuring out a way to put pressure on Alvin Bragg, as finally the mayor did. I think this is a good outcome, but I still think that Alba deserves an apology, especially for that trip to Rikers. He did not deserve that.
Yeah, where was AOC, Greg?
I don't know. Maybe she was getting arrested. You know, just the other point, too, is like GoFundMe dropped the campaign to help this guy, but they're still like helping out a lot of other people that are actually on the other side of the law. To what you were saying, the decision to dump these charges wasn't based on any politician or anything, but public outrage. This is a reminder that if you want to stop the insanity, you can. And I think the bodega owners coming together, you had the media, you had, I'd have to take credit for almost 90% of this.
You deserve it.
I do. I'm a tireless advocate. No, but I mean, Jesse brought it up. Paul Morrow put writing for the New York Post, FoxNews.com. This was getting people to, we're getting to the moment now where we're kind of like where the birdie gets stories stick with you, because we live in this fast-paced world where horrible crimes are happening every day. I mean, how much time did we spend on the race car driver or the Olympic athlete? I mean, these things are now
the
like...
guy this morning who got shot in the face on the Law and
Yeah.
Order.
Oh, yeah, on the Law and Order set. So, you know, I think this is what happens when you accept progressive rhetoric without checking under the hood, right? We're also scared of questioning things that sound compassionate, like criminal justice reform. You know, who's not for that? That sounds great. Criminal justice reform. Everybody likes reform, except it benefited the criminal and not the victim. It was new terrain, at least in my lifetime, the first time in history where we flipped the script and put the victimizers before the victims. It's all now about like radical, this is all from the campuses, radical worshiping of the oppressed, when in fact they're actually criminals. Again, where are the feminist groups when the majority of these victims are women? We had 2 women sexually assaulted. I think it was last night, early morning, in the streets of New York. And you just never see these, where are the feminist groups when the majority of the victims are women by psychopaths, pushing them in front of trains, pushing them downstairs, hitting them with objects? Where are they? It's a fair question. I mean, the governor's going back and forth on her helicopter, Alvin to God knows where. What the hell? What the hell is she doing? Nothing. She should fire Alvin Bragg right now, or we're going to fire her when she's up for election, but she'll probably go anyway.
All right.
By the way, speaking of which, de Blasio.
De Blasio is out of the
dropped out.
Yes.
You're gone.
Bravo.
Everyone has a reason to celebrate.
You know, you could still be Lurch's stuntman in the Addams Family sequel.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.